Hey, Billy back here, Worship with the Nerds, and today I'm playing Would You Rather. Some of these are very easy, some of these are very hard. Here's our first question. Would you rather have your knees facing the opposite direction or have your elbows facing the opposite direction? I'm going to go elbows because knees would be very painful. Could you imagine walking with your knees facing backwards? Oh, that would hurt. Your elbows would still be annoying, but I think you could live with it. So I'm going to go, because you use your knees to walk and support your body. Your elbows, you're going to use to drive, things like that, but you could probably retrain yourself. So I'm going to say elbows. Would you rather watch the big game at home or live at the stadium? It depends on where I'm sitting. It depends on the weather. If it's super, super hot, home, but there's something about going live. So I'm going to say I would rather watch the game live. Would you rather have super strength or super speed? The problem with super speed is if you're running so fast, you might get hit by something. Whereas super strength, you'd be able to lift stuff and you wouldn't have to worry about hurrying. You probably wouldn't have the chance of getting hit by something. So super strength. What? 37% says super strength, 63% says super speed. Maybe they thought they would have quicker reactions if they have super speed. I don't know, but I'm sticking with my super strength. Only be able to use a spoon or only be able to use a fork. I like sporks better. However, I will say spoon because you can still eat foods that you need a fork with the spoon. Um, Whereas if you use a fork, you can't have cereal, that kind of thing. Ice cream would be tough. So I'm going to go spoon. Yeah, 57% said spoon. Would you rather be fluent in all languages or be a master of every musical instrument? Ooh, I would rather be a master of every musical instrument because you could be in talent shows, you could, become a really famous musician, you could have a good career out of that. 64% said be fluent in all languages. It'd be cool, but I'd rather have the musical talent, to be honest. Would you rather eat pineapple pizza or eat fries dipped in ice cream? Oh, pineapple pizza. I've had pineapple on pizza before. It's actually okay with Hawaiian. Fries dipped in ice cream sounds nasty. What? 42% said they would rather eat pineapple. 58 said fries and ice cream. I've never heard of this trend, but ew. Would you rather have a spider on your face for 10 minutes or a snake on your face for 10 minutes? I don't like either, but I'm going to say spider, as long as it's non-poisonous. 59% said snake. Forget that. Would you rather have the latest smartphone with the broken screen glass or have a 3-year-old smartphone with normal screen glass? If you're handing me a 3-year-old smartphone, and it has normal screen glass, it's a good condition, I'd take that. Yeah, 58% said the older one. Would you rather spend time inside or outside? Honestly, I like being outside on occasion, like to go camping and stuff, but inside you can turn up the air, turn on the heat. If you're outside, you don't have that choice. So I'm going to say inside. 53% said outside. See, this maybe I'm overthinking it. They didn't say what the weather conditions were. It could be 2 degrees out. Forget that. Would you rather that everything and everyone you touch with uncovered body turns to gold except clothes or live below average financially? I would rather live below average financially. Yeah, 52% said that. I don't want everyone to turn to gold. Friends touch me, shake hands, that kind of thing. I don't want them to turn to gold. Always have a pebble in your shoes, always have mud in your shoes. The pebble you can move around to the side where it won't annoy you. However, the mud, it's inside your shoe. That's nasty. So I'm going to say pebble. Yeah, you can live with pebble. Like I said, you can slide around. Would you rather have hair to the ground or be bald? Bald. I don't want hair down to the ground. That's too much for me. 57% said they'd rather have hair to the ground, though. Would you rather inherit $25 million or earn $50 million through your hard work? I'd rather earn the $50 million, to be honest. 69% agreed. Would you wish it was spring or autumn? Autumn. I love fall. Oh, 61% said spring. Only 39% are like me and love fall and Halloween. I celebrate Halloween all of October. Would you rather have a small party in a really good movie, small part in a really good movie, or a big part in a really bad movie? Um, Honestly, I would rather have a small part in a really good movie because then if the movie's well received, maybe that opens up my career down the future. If I have a big part in a bad movie and my acting is bad, it doesn't say whether or not, then I might be received as bad. So I would rather have a small part in a really good movie. 86% agreed. Would you rather die in the tsunami or lava? Lava would suck. You would burn. Tsunami, depends. If you drown, that would suck. If you got hit into something, you might not feel it. So I'm going to say tsunami. 64% agreed. Would you rather eat salty food or sweet food? Salty food, after a while, I'm going to say this is one time only. But salty food, you taste it's really strong. With sweet food, it's good. So sweet food. 64% agreed. Rather be the youngest sibling or the oldest? I am the oldest now, and I'm glad I am, so I'm going to say oldest. 52% agreed. Rather be telepathic or telekinetic? Huh. You'd be able to move stuff or speak to people. I'd say telepathic. 50-50. Wow, it's only off by 3,000 votes. I'd say telepathic because I like to be able to speak to people in their mind. Interesting. It breaks down by everything. So 47% of men said be telepathic. 56% of women said to be telepathic, whereas 53% of men said to be telekinetic, or 44% of women said to be telekinetic. Would you rather have uncontrollable vomiting or have uncontrollable diarrhea? Diarrhea, vomiting, you're going to see it and taste it, whereas diarrhea might not bother you as much. So, yeah. Really? 55% said have uncontrollable vomiting. Create a great piece of art and don't get credit? Get credit for a piece of art you didn't create. I'm more of an honest person, so I'm going to say create a great piece of art and don't get credit. 52% said get credit for a piece of art you didn't create. Build a new house or buy an existing house. Now here's the thing: we're going to assume money's not an obstacle here. I mean, I wouldn't buy a I wouldn't build a super expensive, but the finished basement and everything, and theater room and bedroom downstairs, and regular upstairs. So I'm going to say build a new house. Yeah, because then you can customize it exactly how you want. 65% agreed. Always be 10 years old. Be always 30 years old. 30 years old. What? You're going to have the body of a 30-year-old. And if you stay that way, you can always work out, get in shape, but you're never going to age past 30. And assuming that, you could live at age 30 forever. So I would say 30, because as long as you do things to improve yourself, you could stay that way. So 64% agreed with me, because being a 10-year-old forever would suck. Being a 30-year-old would be awesome. Always be able to detect any lie you hear, get away with any lie you tell. Always be able to detect any lie you hear, because I would like to know when people are lying to me, and then I can figure out who's trustworthy or not. So yeah, 58% agreed. Would you rather wear a smartwatch or wear an analog watch? I'm pretty simple. I'll go with analog. 23% agreed. 77% wear a smartwatch. Would you rather have skin that changes color based on your current emotions, or that tattoos appear all over your body depicting what you did yesterday? Yeah, skin change for emotions, definitely. I don't want people to know what I did yesterday. Shh, I can't tell you. It's bad. I'm not saying I believe in aliens, but I sleep with tinfoil around my head at night to make sure they can't probe me and get in my brain. Would you rather live one life for 100 years or 5 lives for 20 years each? You would die 5 times for 20 years each. Whereas the other one, you would be the same person for 100 years. But then, if you live 5 lives for 20 years, you would die at the age 20, everyone would be sad, but then you would also never feel old. So I'm going to say 1 life for 100 years. 62% agreed. Would you rather have more time, have more money? More time. I would rather, honestly, have more time added to my life. Always be unprepared, always be late. See, if I'm always late, eventually I would get fired. So always be unprepared, I guess. Kind of figure it out from there. 70% said always be late. Rather be held in high regard by your parents or held in high regard by your friends? I'm around my friends more, and I really respect them and admire them. So I'm going to say be held in high regard by my friends. 48% agreed. 52% held regard by your parents. But I don't see my parents as much as I do my friends, so I'm going to say friends. Be able to teleport only into occupied toilet boxes, or not be able to teleport at all? I would say not be able to teleport at all, because that would be really awkward. Yeah, 58% agreed. Would you rather know the uncomfortable truth of the world or believe a comforting lie? I'd rather know the uncomfortable truth, honestly. 68% said yes. Not be able to feel emotions or not be able to express emotions? I'd say not be able to feel emotions. Oh, 54% disagreed. 46% agreed. Would you rather spend 2 years with your soulmate only to have them die and you never love again, or spend your life with someone nice you settle for? Nice I settle for. 2 years would not be enough for me with my soulmate. I would want more time than that, honestly. Yeah, 2 years wouldn't be enough for me. I know I'm selfish, but it's the way it is. I'm going to say spend my life for someone nice, settle for. 75% agree. Would you rather be bitten by a big dog or stop using your smartphone for a month? I say stop using my smartphone because getting bit by a big dog, they could have rabies, that kind of thing. They could kill you depending on where they bite you. So yeah, I'm going to say go without my smartphone for a month. That's fine. Would you rather not to work and receive average salary or work and earn 2 times average salary? I'd say work and earn 2 times average salary. Better lifestyle. Would you always get away with lying? Always know when people are lying. Once again, I'm going to say always know when people are lying because I'd rather know who I can trust. 73% agreed. Would you rather be very poor and travel 1 year for free, be very rich and living forever in your city? If I'm poor, I can travel 1 year for free, and that's it. After that, I'm poor forever. But if I'm rich, I can live in my city forever. So I'm going to say be rich. Yeah, 65% agreed. Only Mexican food or Chinese? Mexican food, not a big fan of Chinese. It's 51 to 49, though. 51% agree with Mexican food. Would you rather leave school after third grade, stay in school for the next 30 years? You'd have a lot of degrees by then, but I would say leave school after third grade because it doesn't say if they're going to provide the financial support. So if you stay in school for the next 30 years, you're going to be in a lot of debt, and 63% agreed. Would you rather eat ice cream all the time or chocolate? Ice cream is more versatile. Chocolate will make you sick after all. With ice cream, you can change it up. Would you rather be married to a 10 with a bad personality or married to a 6 with amazing? I'd say 6 with amazing personality. Yeah, 87% agreed. Would you rather be hairy all over, not be able to shave, have hair nowhere on your body? Be weird, but I'd say hair nowhere on my body. 77% agreed. Would you rather be a deep sea diver or be an astronaut? Astronaut. I like water, but I want to be a deep sea diver. Would you rather have the best house in the worst neighborhood and the worst house in the best neighborhood? Man, I would say worst house in best neighborhood because the house could be bad, but the stuff inside could be cool. Whereas if you have the best house in the worst neighborhood, you have a higher chance of being robbed. So I'm going to say worst because it could be a really good neighborhood and your house is still nice, but just slightly less nice than everybody else. Would you rather have a jet plane or a yacht? A yacht? I'd rather be able to go with my friends and have some fun on the water. Would you rather never again use a computer or a smartphone? Hmm. I would say, even though I'm using a computer now, I'd rather never use a computer because a smartphone I can text people and call them. Oh, 64% said never again use a computer. Yeah, so I put. Would you rather be really funny or be really beautiful? I'm already really funny, so I'd rather be really beautiful. 52% said funny. Would you rather spit ice in your mouth or spit fire? Ice, because then I could fill my drinks up all the time. 60% said fire. Would you rather travel for 1 year in an RV or travel for 1 year in a sailboat? I'd say RV. You have a bed, you can stop and get out. A sailboat, we're assuming it's nonstop for a year, so that would suck. With RV, you can actually, I'm going to say RV. 74% agree. Would you rather have a high paying job that you hate, low paying job that you love? I'd say high paying job because I could put some money away, save for that year or whatever, and then move on. Would you rather have the snow falls all the time or the rain falls all the time? Depends on how heavy it is. Snow would suck and eventually I'd be able to drive and the power would be out. Rain would flood. I'm going to say rain. No, 60% says no. Would rather be feared by all or loved by all? Loved by all. I don't want people. I don't want to be feared by everybody. 84% agreed. I'd rather be loved by all. Would you rather that we live in a computer simulation or that we live in the real world? A computer simulation could probably change, but I like the real world, so I'm going to say real world. 68% agreed. Would you rather be able to run 100 miles an hour or be able to fly 5 miles an hour? Run 100 miles an hour. Would you rather be unable to use search engines or be unable to use social media? unable to use social media. It's actually bad for you, even though I use it some. I'd rather be able to be unable to use social media because then I could still search stuff on Google. Would you rather have a small wedding or a large wedding? Probably a large wedding because I do have a lot of friends and family. I want everyone to be able to attend. So I'm going to say large wedding. 55% agree. Would you rather live in a cave or a tree house? A cave, you got to worry about spiders and stuff. Well, you do in a tree house too. The tree house, though, can be really, really, really nice. Cave, only so much. So I'm going to say tree house. 86% agree. Would you rather go to international vacation or get a new TV? Now, it depends. If you're paying for it, if somebody else is, I'm going to say international because I can go to Italy or England and check it out. I can always save up for new TV, so I'm going to say international vacation. 73% agree. Rather be a famous director or actor? Director, you might not get bothered as much, but I'd rather be an actor because I'd like to be able to go to multiple films. So I'm going to say actor. But I think I would like acting just because I am a people person, so I think it'd be cool. Would you rather be a sports star or a celebrated academic? Academic, I'd rather be known for my brain power. 45% agreed. 55 says sports star. Because you could get injured and be done after a year, so I'd rather be a academic. Have magical powers or technology powers? I'd say magical. Yeah, 75% agreed. Would you rather find true love or receive 5 million? True love. Wow, only 48% agreed. 52% said 5 million. See, you could argue if you get the 5 million, you put that money away and live a happy life and then find true love on your own. Or with this, it's like you're getting an assist to find true love, but you're not having the 5 million. So I could see that. Never get sick or never get tired? I would say never get tired because you're gonna get sick occasionally. If you never get tired, then you can just keep going. Would you rather that men rule the world, that women rule the world? I'm a guy, but I think let's try it different. Let's do women rule the world. 51-49, pretty close. 51 say men, 49 say women. It's interesting because 85% of women said they want women, 71% of men say they want men. So you actually have more men voting for women to the rule of the world than you have women for men. So that's really, or I take that back. You have more women voting for men to rule the world, but less men voting for women to rule the world. So wow, I had to say that I'd rather have women rule the world because I think that we need to change it up. I think Emma Watson should be a political figure. Spend the day watching TV or playing any sport. I say watching TV as of now. If I was in athletic shape, yeah, sport. Always be able to see 5 minutes in the future. Always be able to say 100 years into the future. 5 minutes because 100 years I might not be here, but in 5 minutes I might be able to change something that I know I'm gonna mess up on. So I'd rather say 5 minutes. Yeah, 63% agree. Because let's say you meet someone you really like, but then you say something really awkward. So what you do is you change that to more interesting, so you know what you know what you shouldn't say. Rather have perfect teeth or perfect hair? Perfect teeth. Hair, you can always change it up and everything. Yeah, 61% agreed. Be in jail for 5 years and be in a coma for 10. Jail for 5. At least you're awake for it. Coma, who's to say you won't be bad when you wake up? Would you rather drive an electric car or a gas car? Gas. 67% is electric. 33%. Wow. Be successful. Nobody likes you. Be a failure, beloved by everyone. Be a failure, beloved by everyone, honestly. Because if nobody likes me, I wouldn't be able to live that way. Would you rather be constantly tired or be constantly hungry? I'm already kind of constantly tired, so constantly hungry because then I could eat more. Okay, people said tired. Spend a week in North Pole or spend a week in Sahara Desert. We're going to say in either condition you're provided with the supplies you need to survive, so I'm going to say North Pole. Yeah, I'd rather move to a new city every week or never be able to leave the city you were born in. Well, if I could find someone else to go with me to a new city every week, I would say new city. 50-50. Wow. The difference here is not even 2,000 votes. Lose your sense of touch, lose your sense of smell. That's terrible. I'm going to say smell. Should I have a dragon or have every car you want? Dragon. Be able to reverse one decision you make every day. Be able to stop time for 1 minute every day. I would say stop time for 1 minute every day. Yeah, 53% said one decision. I'm going to say stop time for 1 minute because then you can really think about things. Have a flying carpet or have a car that can drive underwater? I'm going to say flying carpet even though I hate heights. Be able to control animals with your mind. Be able to control electronics with your mind. I'd be able to control animals that way if I'm getting attacked by like a snake or a bear, I can tell it to stop and be my friend. Whereas with electronics, I don't really like that idea, so I'm going to say animals. 50-50, wow. But it's actually slightly in favor of animals by 1,300 votes. Would you rather work more hours per day but fewer days per week, or work fewer hours per day but more days per week? Well, I already work 12-hour shifts and only a few days a week, but there's overtime. So I would say work few hours a day but more days per week, but no overtime. So yeah, I'm gonna go that way out. Oh, 69% said work more hours. Okay. Would you rather end world hunger or prevent every murder? We could end world hunger by donating food, so we could come up with some kind of program already. I would prevent every murder. That way, we could go ahead and come up with a plan because there'd be more people around to send food around the world. Always have a headache. Always have a stomach ache. Headache. I want to be able to eat. And it could just be a slight headache. 52% agreed. Live without internet in a house of your dreams. Live in your current house. I'd say internet in the house of my dreams. Receive 1 million now, 2,000 a week for the rest of your life. I'm going to say 2,000 a week for the rest of my life because I could be stupid and spend the 1 million, or 2,000 a week. I have a steady stream of income coming in, and I can invest that, and I can still work. Or heck, at 2,000 a week, I wouldn't have to work honestly. So what I would do is work for a couple of years and then basically keep receiving the 2 grand a year. But I could also just put away retirement. I don't know. I think what I would do is just retire and receive 2,000 a week for life because if you can't live on 2,000 a week, something's wrong with you. That would be, 8 grand a month. Yeah, I could live on that. And we're saying cash, not taxed. So yeah. Would you rather have a horrible short-term memory or a horrible long-term memory? I would say horrible short-term because I still have a good long-term. Oh, people disagreed with me. Would you rather not have hands or legs? You can get prosthetics now. Huh. If I didn't have hands, it'd be very hard to eat and drink. Or if I didn't have legs, I'd be in a wheelchair until I got prosthetics. But I use my hands, so I'm going to say not have legs. 61% agreed. Be homeless with only underwear. Be wanted for murder and be on the one. I'm going to say be homeless with only underwear because I don't want to be a murderer and then on the run. Email embarrassing email to your entire company. Eat an entire stick of butter at once. I'm going to say embarrassing email because that's just gross. That stick of butter and people might laugh at my company. Be ugly and have friends. Be pretty and have no friends. I'd say be ugly and have friends. I already am, so ha! Be in prison 50 years or die. Ugh. Be in prison, I guess. Oh, 56% said die. Lose all your money and valuables or lose all your pictures you've ever taken. I can always take new pictures. If I lost my money and valuables, wouldn't have anything. So I say, oh, lose all my pictures. Yeah, 74% agreed. Being able to have kids, I'll be able to have quintuplets. I'm going to say quintuplets. I want to be able to have kids at least once. So yeah, quintuplets. Never leave your city, never return to your city. I'd say never leave. 53% disagreed. Give up shopping for 2 months or give up emoji for 2 months? Give up emoji for 2 months. 78% agreed, yeah. Kill one innocent person. Kill 10 people who committed minor crimes. Jeez, I don't want to do either. But that person is completely innocent. Minor crimes. I'm going to say minor crimes. Yeah, 71% agreed. Live until you're 200 and look like you're 200. Live until you're 80 and look like you're 25. I'm going to say 80. 69% agreed. Settle every disagreement with rock, paper, scissors. Settle every disagreement with the flip a coin. I'm going to say rock, paper, scissors because there's a chance someone messes up more. 53% agree. Invest $1 million you receive, spend $1 million you receive. If I spend it, I'm going to pay off my debt, and then I would buy a decent house, but not too expensive, and I'd have it paid off. If I invest $1 million, it's going to make me more later, though, later in life. I'm going to say spend $1 million just because, even though people disagree, my logic here is if I spend the $1 million, I could pay for and pay off everything, and I continue to work, and I would just be paying bills, nothing else. And I wouldn't go over the top with like a big house or anything, or I keep the same car I have. I'd pay off everything, and I would buy nice stuff for inside my house, and I would set myself up for success. But that would be, to me right now, investing would be good. But then again, there's a chance you lose it with the money. You're going to have to spend it eventually. It doesn't say when. I could spend a little at a time and even just keep a stash. So yeah, I'm going to say spend. Have 10 children or 30 dogs? Oh geez. I want kids, but I don't know if I want 10. 30 dogs though, that's a lot of food. So it's 10 kids. You pay for education, you'll be able to keep. I'm going to say 30 dogs. 55% agree, yeah. Because I love dogs. I love kids too, but I'd rather have dogs. Would you rather be loved by everyone only because of your looks? Be loved by everyone only because of your intelligence? I'm going to say intelligence. 69% agree. Fall from 10 meters onto concrete, fall from 100 meters into water. At that point, if falling from 100 meters, that water would feel like concrete. It doesn't say my whole body has to land on concrete. In the water, I'm assuming your whole body would land, even if you land feet first. Concrete, you could land to where you're in a squatting position. You're probably going to break your legs, but you're probably going to survive. So I'm going to say 100 meters onto concrete. Really? 66% said water. Swim with non-dangerous sharks or go bungee jumping? I'd rather swim with non-dangerous sharks because I'll be fine. I'll get to shore. Whereas bungee jumping, I'm scared of heights. So yeah, non-dangerous sharks is fine. 59% agree. Drink only milk, drink only apple juice. I'm going to go with milk. Yeah. Bleach your hair neon green. Only one eyebrow. Neon green. Because I could do it for a day and then change it back. Or dye a different color. Or even 5 minutes. It doesn't specify how long I have to keep my hair green. Whereas if I only have one eyebrow, it's going to take a while. It's never going to grow back. So neon green, yeah, it'd be embarrassing for that one day or whatever, but I can always go get more dye and change a different color. So I'm going to go neon green. I think this through, sorry. I'd have a cat or a dog. A dog, I'm allergic to cats. I have an outside cat, but I'm allergic to cats. So if I have to have one in the house, I'd have a dog. 72% agree. Eat the same meal for the rest of your life or never use Instagram again? I'm going to say never use Instagram again. 79% agree. Take amazing selfies, but all your other pictures are horrible. Take breathtaking photographs of anything but yourself. But then I can become a famous photographer. So I'm going to say breathtaking photographs of anything but myself. 73% agree. Have a missing finger or have 2 extra fingers? 2 extra would be weird. That could come in handy. That's what I did there. I'm going to say have a missing finger. What? People disagreed. Bring Elvis back to life or Michael Jackson? Elvis. 66% said Michael Jackson. Have a 7-inch TV or have a 2-inch phone? 2-inch phone. Nope. 66. I'd rather a big TV. Work for Google or work for Apple? Google. 61% agree. Watch only Breaking Bad or Game of Thrones? Now, see, I have friends that like both. I'm going to say Game of Thrones. 61% agree. Sing like an opera star or cook like a gourmet chef? I'm going to say cook like a gourmet chef so I can eat some tasty food and become a chef. 74% agree. Become someone else, just stay you. I'm going to say just stay me. 71% agreed. Although it would be interesting to be somebody else for like a month. Have an unlimited international first class tickets. Never have to pay food at restaurants. See, I would only have to pay for food, though, if I go international traveling. I wouldn't have to pay for tickets to go. So I could go to Italy for nothing, but then only pay for food when I get there. Whereas if I never have to pay for food at restaurants, I still got to pay for my travel expenses. Like the flight, at least. Flights are very expensive. They're actually more expensive food. So I'm going to say have an unlimited international first class ticket. 36% agreed. 64% they never pay for food at restaurants. But like I said, you would only be paying for food, and you get your tickets free. You'd pay for your motel and your food, which would be cheaper than paying for your tickets. Drop your phone from 10 meters. Drop a kitten from 10 meters. My phone, I can replace my phone. I'm not dropping a kitten. That's mean. 67% agree. 33% said, yeah, they'd rather drop a kitten. Be the richest person in the world, be the smartest in the world. I'm already not the smartest in the world. There's other people smarter than me, so why not be the richest? I'm saying richest. 44% agreed. 56% said smartest. But then you're smarter than everybody else, so having a conversation with them is going to be really tough. Would you rather the AI robots become smarter than humans? AI robots never become smarter than humans. I'm going to say never become smarter than humans because that would be scary. 76% agree. Would you rather be able to create history or delete history? I'm going to say create history. 69% agree. Always be cold, always be hot. Now, I would rather be a little bit cool because, yeah, that would be okay. Whereas being hot, I would be miserable. So I'm going to say cold. 60 agree percent. Save a million strangers, save immediate family members. Damn. Million strangers. 31% agreed. Die when you were old, never die. I'm going to say never die. If I could stay the same age now forever and never die, I would pick that rather than die when I'm old. Always be 10 minutes late or an hour early. Ew. Hour early. It sucks, but at least you're there and you're not going to lose your job. If you're always 10 minutes late, you're going to get fired eventually. Live in a space station under the sea. Under the sea, after a while, I think we get old. And you might not be able to live because it doesn't specify if you actually have the materials so you don't drown. Whereas if you live in a space station, there's going to be oxygen inside the space station. So I'm saying space station. Wow, 44% said space station. 56% under the sea. If you're assuming that you could go underwater, then maybe. I was assuming that you live under the sea, but you have to keep coming up for air, so you never get to sleep, unless you have a raft, which then you'll get sunburnt. But then if you're in a space station, you're supplied and you're good. So that's why I was going my parameters on, but maybe somebody has other ideas. Would you rather slap a new person on the butt once a day or steal something from the store once a week? New person on the butt, although I'll probably go to jail after a while. Be rich and alone, be poor with your family and friends. I'd rather be poor with my family and friends, so at least we can figure it out. Yeah, 69% agree. Never hear music, lose the ability to read. I'm going to say never hear music. I'd rather be able to read. People disagree with me. Fast car or luxury car? Luxury. And it's given to me free, so I'll take that. Finish university with high grades, but in a longer period of time. Finish university in time with average grades. I finished with higher grades, but in a longer period of time myself. That's what I prefer anyways. Yeah, people agree with me. Be a wizard or a Jedi? Ooh, wizard. Jedi, you only have so much control. I'm going to say wizard. Yeah, 62% agree. I'm going to do two more. Have your parents go through your text. Have your employer go through your text. Parents. 54% disagree. Wow. Live a comfortable, this last one, live a comfortable, peaceful life in the woods in a small cabin. Live a full life of conflict in a mansion in a city. I say a comfortable and peaceful life in the woods in a small cabin. You're comfortable, you have everything you need, you're peaceful. I'd rather have that in a small cabin in the woods because I can make do with a small cabin versus life full of conflict. Forget that. So that's all I have for you today. Wow, this is a long video. Thank you for tuning in and watching. Would you rather? I overthought everything like I always do, but now you kind of understand my thought process when it comes to making important decisions. So that is what I did, and I probably regret some of my answers, but that's what I would do. Thank you very much for tuning in. Have a good day.